This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
We're not done revisiting the monster world quite yet. This video will be part 2 of our Monster High Gen 3 playline doll coverage, this time featuring the 2022 signature releases of Draculaura, Lagoona Blue, and Toralei. If you missed part 1, which featured in-depth reviews of Gen 3 Frankie, Claudine, and Cleo, it'll be linked in the description below. Make sure to check out that video for a bit of background leading up to the Gen 3 reboot reveal and some key details that are universal across all the new dolls. Today, we'll be diving into every detail of these other 3 classic ghouls in their new lurks, and we'll once again be making comparisons to some of their older generation counterparts. There's a whole lot more to come from Monster High, the live-action movie included, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a moment of the adult collector perspective on everything clawsome and not so clawsome about Monster High Gen 3. So, a few things have happened since our last review. We got our hands on one of the real drama ghouls, which are black and white Monster High dolls that have been annoyingly difficult to obtain. And did you guys see that Claudine variant circulating around Twitter and Instagram? It was spotted in Target sporting a noticeably different shirt design. Some were saying the hair quality and face screening looked different as well, though closer photos seemed to prove otherwise. Keep an eye out, ghouls, and let us know if you've seen anything interesting in stores as well. The official Monster High socials have been sharing a lot of content relating to the collector releases and upcoming movie, but they've been awfully quiet in terms of the new playline dolls. Many of you may have noticed, however, that several YouTubers and influencers were recently invited to a special sneak peek Monster High event in LA. It seems very likely that we'll all learn a lot more about what's to come very soon.
As we discussed in our last video, Monster High Gen 3 dolls are street dated at Targets across the United States for October 1st, though you may begin finding them beforehand at other retailers like Walmart. We ordered Draculaura and Laguna through an eBay seller, but the retail price for Gen 3 signature dolls is $24.99 each. Toralei, however, is already popping up at American Walmart stores, which is where we found ours. We believe she's exclusive to Walmart in the United States. We'll display the UPC and Target DPCI number, if available, for all 3 characters in today's video. Once spooky season hits, you can share this information with your local retail clerks to check stock. Alright, we already took a deep dive into the new Gen 3 packaging last video, so we'll move a little bit faster this time. We once again see the new tiered plastic packaging for these 3 ghouls, alongside the updated artwork and stylized lettering. Laguna's last name is still apparently Blue, though her skin color has changed. On our last video, someone commented that the dolls we have from Canadian retailers may sport the international version of packaging, with less character details on the back. This would be custom to make room for multilingual text. However, something that we noticed with our Toralei, which was purchased here at a US retailer, has the exact same format with just 3 monster trays total in a variety of languages. This might be universal packaging, but we'll keep an eye out for other variants. Alright, it's time to get acquainted with 3 more revamped ghouls.
First, let's see just how fantastic Draculaura is in Gen 3. Draculaura has gone through quite a few changes since Gen 1 and the last time we saw her in playline form. Starting with her face, she now sports slightly side-glancing eyes. Doesn't it give her so much personality? Her eyes are pink with purple in the shadows. There are heart-shaped shines in the iris. She has dark brown eyebrows and a heart-shaped beauty mark on her left cheek. Her eyeshadow is a soft pink with darker pink in the inner creases. Her lips are painted a coral pink hue with 2 white fangs. Draculaura has 2-toned hair in black and bubblegum pink. Her hair is straight with minimal product. Seen here is the result of a light water spritz and brush through. Going back up to the roots of her long hair, we can see she has pointed bangs. Bangs on dolls can be pretty haphazardly styled, but these are trimmed quite nicely. She wears a pink headband with a black heart with wings. Check out her adorable little vampire ears. She also wears drop earrings with winged hearts. One is black and the other is pink. Love the contrast here against her two-toned hair. Draculaura is wearing the cutest black and pink outfit. On top, she has on a hot pink bustier. It has a pattern of pink bats and white hearts. Underneath is a tulle shirt dress. There are lines of ruffles down the front and a split in the dress at the bottom. Sewn on is a bow tie. The bow is shaped like bat wings and made up of a latex-like fabric. She also wears a white chain necklace with a locket charm. You can kind of make out a profile of a face on it. The sleeves are puffed and everything is velcroed in the back. This top is very sheer without the bustier. Always appreciate this level of detail on playline dolls. Draculaura also wears a very cute hot pink ring around her finger. It's strapped on with a plastic band. It seems to be shaped like a gem. Her black shorts are made of a stiff fabric with a heart pattern. You can make out little fangs on the hearts. Adorable. The shorts' legs are rolled up and Velcro in the back. Draculaura wears sheer black socks with ruffles at the openings. Her shoes are hot pink, chunky heels. The straps are winged hearts. A bit of a rarity across Gen 3, Draculaura does not have an additional design on her shoe soles. Her additional fashion piece is a really cute short cape. There's a hot pink metallic pattern of hearts and bats. The black collar is ruffled and there are pink ribbons to tie the cape onto Draculaura. How cute is her completed look? Seriously. The heart with wings motif continues onto her accessories, starting with her backpack. There's a sculpted quilted front and stitching details around the hems and on the shoulder and handle straps. It does open up, but there isn't much room inside to store things comfortably. For something to snack on, given it seems Draculaura is still a vegan vampire, she has a cute little pretzel with eyes, painted fangs, and sculpted wings. It can sit loosely inside a fan-like container. To wash it down, there's also a bright red beverage with spooky cherry artwork. This reminds us a bit of an icy. It's cute, but I'm a little bummed we didn't get the pink Batwing Frappuccino looking drink from her artwork. The lid comes off. What's a ghoul to do in that pesky sunlight? Wear lots of SPF 500 sunscreen, of course. Gloom Beach reprints are just running rampant in Gen 3 because yes, this is once again a Gloom Beach reprint. Draculaura also has a cell phone with app art, and the back has heart-shaped lips and a batwing design. If her sunscreen isn't quite enough, Ula can also wear a pair of black shades with heart-shaped lenses surrounded by batwings. Finally, her pink batty pet companion, Count Fabulous, is among the more familiar-looking ones in Gen 3. Here we have Gen 3 Count Fabulous alongside the Gen 1 counterpart included in 2014's Draculaura release. Remember that? If you're curious how Gen 3 Draculaura compares to her previous self, or would like a closer look at her updated body sculpt, make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video.
Lagoona Blue has gone through quite a few changes since we last saw her. In fact, she's no longer blue. Laguna's skin is now a warm pink. Her eyeshadow is lapis blue around the eyelids, with a layer of sky blue right below it on the lower lid. There's a silvery sheen on the eyeshadow. Her eyes are a warm brown with seafoam green highlights. Check out the bubbles in her eyes. Her bushy blue eyebrows are quite cute. She has blue freckles across her cheeks, nose, and eyelids. Her lips are painted a coral pink. Another one of the controversial changes to Lagoona is the addition of scale-like dots along her hairline and forehead. Ours seems to be painted lopsided. Her hair is tied up into a high ponytail. It's predominantly blonde with large panels of seafoam green and lavender. Two stripes of those additional colors create her bangs that are held down by decorative pearl barrettes and clear rubber bands. There's a black piece that goes over the rubber band that holds her ponytail. It looks like clusters of spears. Maybe they're pieces of coral? We're sad to report that she seems to share the same hair quality as Claudine, very coarse and difficult to work with. Lagoona wears a light blue pearl earring in one ear and a fishbone on the other. Also, be sure to check out her fish fin ears. Laguna retains her sporty look with an athleisure wear ensemble. Her sweatshirt is a hot pink with neon pink mesh sleeves. There's a black graphic image of a skeletal seahorse with bubbles on the front. The sleeves have a single panel of black down each arm. There are stretchy black bands at the waistline and cuffs. Hidden in the back while she's in her packaging is a blue scale pattern hoodie. There are rainbow tie-dye fins sewn onto each side. There's a slot to stick out her hair if you want her hoodie over her head. This piece seems to be an homage to her original hoodie. Her pants looks like yoga shorts. There's a colorful rainbow tie-dye print on them. Light blue ruffles line the sides, mimicking frills. Unfortunately, there's no black fishnet layer underneath, despite the artwork showing it. In fact, there's a lot of differences from the art to the actual doll for Laguna here. She wears a fanny pack around her waist. It has painted teeth on the front. This is a hollow piece and cannot hold any of her accessories. While we're here, check out her leg fins. Like the original Laguna, these are removable so you can redress her easily. Though we did notice these are much more sturdy and stays in place. Her shoes are pink and blue sandals. There's a strap that reads Monster and it has an attached fish fin. The sole of the shoe has a running shoe aesthetic and is elevated like a high heel. The very front of the sole has a clamshell. Removing the hoodie reveals her necklace. It's a simple white shelled necklace that we often see surfers wearing. Laguna's additional outfit piece is a whole different outfit for her to wear. It's her swimsuit. It has a fish scale pattern with coral pink frills around the openings. There's a ribbon strap that you can tie up. She definitely looks really cute in this. Her backpack has an intricate clamshell design with dripping ooze at the bottom. The shoulder straps and handle are blue. You can see the molded details such as buckles and seams on them. The backpack can be pinched open and it can hold her accessories. Just be careful not to pinch yourself by the clamshell when you stick things inside. Like all the other ghouls, Laguna's cell phone case caters to her interests. There's a clamshell design with a starfish at the bottom. As an active sporty student, Laguna carries around a reusable water bottle to stay hydrated. You can take off the fish fin handle on top, but the bottle is not actually hollow, so you can't fill it up with real water. A white and orange container is also included. This piece looks like the container that goldfish crackers are sold in. Laguna's original pet also makes an appearance on this box. If that wasn't enough for Laguna to snack on, she comes with a lime green bag of kelp crisp. While the images are pixelated, it still has cute images on the front and back. Are these sunglasses new? It has a simple rim but scaly designs at the temples. Let us know in the comments if these are reprints. Laguna's pet is Neptuna, though this doesn't appear to be her original piranha pet, Neptuna. This new fish has a much cuter appearance with large blue and pink eyes and clear fins and frills. While she's very plump and might roll over easily, her tail acts like a stand, so this Neptuna can stay upright.
Finally, we've got the sassy and catty Toralei. It's just Toralei. You know, like Madonna or Beyonce. This might be her stage name now that she's a rock star. Although some of the original Monster High lore revealed Toralei's last name to be Stripe, she's gone by just her first name for many releases now, even dating back to Gen 1. Although she still sports a very familiar light orange skin, or fur tone, there are definitely some updates to her look. Stripe may no longer be her documented namesake, but she does still have 3 brown stripes at her forehead. Her cat-like eyes are now quite colorful, sporting tones of gray, green, yellow, and magenta in the iris. Her eyeshadow has just as much color pop, with pink and yellow at the upper lid and a pink to orange gradient below. She has a painted kitty snout in dark brown and a birthmark at her left cheek. Her lips are painted blood red, upturned into a noticeable smirk. Toralei's long hair is mostly burnt orange, with streaks of a lighter sherbet orange and rosy pink. Honestly, I expected the worst glancing at her hair in box, but it has only light product and is quite soft and manageable after a light conditioner spritz and brushing. Her protruding cat ears have earrings in a similar style to Claudine's, with a silver ring at each side and one matching in a darker red at the left. She also has slight fur-like sculpting at her upper jawline, once again similar to Claudine. With this ensemble, Toralei looks like she must be a grunge or punk rock singer in Gen 3. Although this also isn't the first time she's been portrayed as a singing ghoul. Her outfit kicks off with a fire engine red pleather jacket covered in a purple clawmark print. This faux zipper decoration is a separate piece of overlaid fabric. The jacket is unlined and has the same print pattern over the back. Underneath, we can get a closer look at her jagged claw mark necklace, which looks like it wouldn't stay on very well without the plastic band. Her white tank top has a graphic of a smiling calico kitty. It opens in the back with Velcro. She wears a sculpted waist chain with a paw print charm on one side and 3 balls of yarn at the other. This can snap open and closed at the back. Toralei's high-waisted skirt has a black and reddish-pink crisscross pattern with yellow claw marks. There's an opening for her tail at the back with 2 separate Velcro sections above and below. Her white boots have what look like sculpted lavender socks, sculpted black lacing, and extended claw marks painted red at the tips. There are really cute yarn ball attachments as separate pieces hooked to the back, but we have a major word of caution about these. They can be extremely loose and fall off very easily. Honestly, I'd recommend just stashing them away somewhere safe if you can't store or display Toralei somewhere stable where she won't wobble or fall, given these dolls don't come with stands. There are cute paw print marks at her shoe soles. Like the other G3 dolls, Toralei comes with an extra article of clothing, this time acting as an alternate top. This bleach dye style t-shirt has what looks like a hissing kitty face and a red band logo reading Hiss Fits. It has a purple hemmed collar and Velcros at the back. Pairing this top with her pleather jacket is a totally different vibe, isn't it? Toralei's accessories kick off with a metallic silver backpack, once again sporting the Hiss Fits logo. There are spiky stud decorations and black print scratch marks. It has a dangling accessory piece of what looks like a feather and little mouse. Because this is removable, if you want to, you could swap it with her shoes' yarn balls. It has an opening at the top and a single spiky strap. Her adorable phone has an orange kitty case. You can see the kitty clinging on from the back. She also comes with snacks that every cool cat needs. First, we have a can of tuna fish decorated in some spooky details like spider webs. The bottom is hollow. And there's also, of course, a carton of milk with really adorable artwork of a happy kitty drinking it up from a skeleton bowl. Because Toralei is a fierce rock star, she comes with a metallic silver mic stand. The microphone itself is removable, complete with pointed ears, a squiggly tail, and finger loop for holding. The mic stand itself has a hand sculpt at the top and can be broken into 3 separate pieces. The base is spiderweb shaped. Finally, we have her orange feline pet, Sweet Fangs. What a ferocious cutie.
If you'd like a closer look at the updated Gen 3 articulation points, make sure to check out our last video. This time around, let's check out how the face and body sculpts of these other characters compare to their Gen 1 counterparts. Max and I don't have Gen 1 Toralei accessible when we filmed this, so we'll just be showing some photo comparisons for her. Most of these new ghouls have sculpted spiderweb-like underwear, and it doesn't seem like Toralei's tail can be removed. As we can see here, Gen 3 Draculaura is curvier than Gen 1 at the torso, rear, and legs. Because of this, we expect many clothing pieces won't be a perfect fit for sharing. So many Monster High fans already know that Laguna experienced some of the most drastic changes in Gen 3. In addition to the skin color change, Gen 3 Laguna now has pink spray paint on her lower legs, in a similar style to Spectra's Translucence. It looks kinda cool from the front, but unfortunately leaves some unsightly spacing behind her knees. Also, because the pink is spray painted on, be careful of scratching the paint off on accident. So, how you guys feel about the changes to these ghouls' faces and bodies? Definitely let us know in the comments. Alright, from there, let's jump into final thoughts.
Alright, so now that we've reviewed what's largely considered the quote main 5 original ghouls in Gen 3, plus Toralei, let's talk about them. I have to honestly say off the bat, for the first time in a very long time, definitely predating Gen 2, I'm getting excited about collecting Monster High dolls again. Handling these new ghouls in person has really made me bond with them all over again, and I reiterate my thoughts last video that there are much stronger design concepts and appeal here than most of what the previous reboot offered. Draculaura is point blank a precious, beautiful doll. I absolutely love her, and she's easily my favorite Gen 3 doll so far, though Frankie follows closely behind her. She offers pretty much everything that made Draculaura appealing to begin with. A cute and loosely gothic Lolita, pink and black vampire that perfectly combines sweet and slightly spooky. I love the fact that she now sports a curvier body type, given the gaunt, waif-like bodies in Gen 1 offered very little diversity. Her side-glancing screening is adorable, and I think this face will resonate with even those skeptical of the reboots. If you only pick up one Gen 3 doll, Ula or Frankie would be my recommendation. Laguna is very frustrating because there are actually a lot of really great design concepts laid out for her, but the execution on the actual doll is spotty. I was actually on board with her overall revamped aesthetic, giving her a sea nymph meets monster appearance, and I think if the original color palette and fashion details we see in her artwork were committed to, we could have gotten a pretty amazing final product. Unfortunately, her finalized single color hoodie looks a bit drab by comparison, and as much as I love the gorgeous lavender seafoam green colors in her hair, the hair itself is an untamable disaster in person. Also, those random forehead dots are giving the same vibe as that overwhelming green eyeshadow over Geralt Duroch's eyes. Do you guys remember that? That many fans, myself included, immediately acetoned off. I still have hope for the great design foundations here and hope to see improvements in future releases. Real talk fam, I was never really a Toralei fan, so much so that Freaky Field Trip actually might have been the only Toralei doll I ever owned before this one. But Gen 3 Toralei is what I would call a grower. I didn't love her at first, but her expressive smirk really catches your attention, and there's a lot of love put into the little kitty designs all over her fashions and accessories. I love her swappable tops, and her hair is surprisingly soft. It's just super cute overall, and I've grown to like her actually quite a bit. I'm really excited to get a closer look at Deuce and Gulia, and I really hope we get Spectra, Venus, and Abby as well, eventually.
So what do you guys think of Gen 3 Monster High? Have you been following along with all the leaks and products showing up in stores? I think it's great that Monster High is finally back, and it seems like the general opinion of them has been very positive. It isn't hard to see why. It seems like the Mattel team has put a lot of effort in revamping these iconic ghouls and making them for a new audience. I think their approach for Monster High this time around is to please and target all demographics. You got the playline Monster High dolls with revamped looks for new and old fans, while for doll collectors or those with more coin, the Honkator and Skulllector dolls with original sculpts were available to add to their collections. I think it's nice to have a little something for everyone. Back to these dolls, Draculaura is the standout. I definitely see her being the most popular doll. She's my recommendation if you had to pick just one or just one to start out with. Laguna really disappointed me. She was always my favorite. I loved her in Gen 1, I loved her in Gen 2. Here, there's so many ideas thrown together that one or two of them might have worked if executed better. Her multicolored hair should have been really beautiful, but the poor hair fiber quality just ruins it. I really tried my best to tame it for the video, but every time I brushed through it, my comb would get snagged and tear a lot more hair strands. She's also too colorful, if that makes sense. I like her individual fashion pieces, but together on her is a little loud and your eyes can't really focus on anything. Her spray painted legs are cool in theory, but the paint is already chipping, and the back of the knees where it bends isn't painted at all. I like that it isn't painted because the designers knew that people will be bending her knees and it will rub off. But if they knew this was gonna happen, why design it in the first place? I hope future Lagunas will have some changes, but overall, I still see a lot of potential here, and I can always appreciate when designers get creative. Anyways, Toralei is really fun. I love that she has a rock and roll aesthetic. Her new face takes a little time to get used to, but like all Gen 3 dolls, I love that she has personality through her expression. Her accessories are pretty cool too. Is the can of tuna for her or her pet? Let us know. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to Gulia and Deuce. Stay tuned because you know we're going to be covering them as well.
thank you for joining us for this review. We hope you enjoyed it. You can check out our full Monster High playlist on screen here and in the description below. Make sure to let us know what you think of these three ghouls and the Monster High Gen 3 reboot. There's more to come, and I'm hyped. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye!